Today I'll talk about self-love because it's so important and very misunderstood. Not having self-love will often cause you to feel you need others' validation excessively to feel good about yourself. You might be hypersensitive to rejection and it impacts you severely when someone does not really want to spend time with you. You might be sensitive to judgment and worry about being judged, which causes you to start people-pleasing. You might compromise your own needs and boundaries to get that acceptance from others. And I want you to know there's nothing wrong with you. If you lack self-love, you simply did not get that unconditional safety and acceptance from your caregivers growing up. So you learned these habits, that's all. The self-judgment can be a really prominent voice in our head, right? If we want to feel securely attached and feel good, both being on our own and also being intimate with others, then we have to cultivate self-love. Imagine not worrying so much about what other people think, not having to caretake other people's needs. It's also the foundation for a flourishing and stable relationship in the first place. So let's look at number one. Self-love requires self-regulation. This is so important because we all feel stress and we often try to regulate the stress by seeking comfort in other people. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's both natural and healthy. However, as with anything in life, it's about finding that right balance and not be dependent on others to soothe you when you feel stressed. So the first step to self-love is to practice how you can calm your own nervous system down in other ways than using other people or numbing out with TV, phone, or any other distractions that you might use, alcohol, etc., what it might be, to avoid feeling. When we feel stressed, we release adrenaline and cortisol, and our sympathetic nervous system is highly activated, so we're ready for that fight or flight and run away. The body is meant to move out of that stress response, and that's often why we get stuck in stress, because we don't move. So the first part is to move. Dance around your living room, do boxing, go for a run, whichever you prefer, to move your body and don't be static. The second part is to focus on your breathing. Practice breathing slowly all the way down in your stomach. See your belly expanding. Now that you feel calmer, it's really time to practice that self-love a lot. So let's look at that. Step 2, self-love and body image. We live in a culture that really flourishes on making us feel bad about our bodies. The more imperfect we feel, the more money we spend. It's prominent for both genders, but it's probably even more shame for women around body image. All these fake images of models and porn stars that have these false sense of physical appearance that's not realistic and not necessarily even healthy to try and follow, makes you feel bad about your body and shut down sexual response and affect your confidence. So let's learn to love your own body and not these photoshopped images of models with anorexia, or implants or whatever they might have. A whole industry is flourishing on making women feel bad about their body because then you spend more on makeup, on clothes, cosmetic surgery, etc. You are beautiful and you have just been fed an illusion. That's important to understand. Look at your body in the mirror and start talking nicely to your body. Even put a hand on your body as you speak to different parts and tell them that you love them, that they're beautiful. You're with yourself, so how you feel about your body really impacts you 24/7. So it's far more important than, how you feel in relation to others, in the way that you cannot escape this sense of self. What do you like about your body? What could you give a bit more love in your body that maybe needs it and don't feel that great about themselves? Let's look at number 3. Do things that you enjoy. We spend so much of our life doing obligations and things for other people. Caretake others. Look at their needs. Self-love is doing things that you enjoy. Look out for your needs and your boundaries. Dance in your living room. Go surfing. Do photography. Whatever it is you enjoy, do more of that. Prioritize you time. If you do things that make you feel present in the moment and give you meaning, you will feel better about yourself. Science says so. And you become much more interested to be with. So if anything, do it for me. And let's look at number 4, which is, I call it journaling, a great process. This one I really love. Journaling is a great way to express how we're feeling and process and then let go. It's also a way to express that gratitude towards others, but also towards ourselves, which is part of self-love. What did you appreciate today? What do you appreciate about you? It will help you start noticing more what is wonderful around you and with yourself. So always say, did you actually appreciate yourself today? And if so, how? And if not, then how can you do that right now? Don't forget you. You're worthy of appreciation, and you're more awesome than you actually know. Our brain has this thing called a negative bias. So this is a chance to help your brain see what's awesome about you instead. You will be surprised how much you discover as you get better at this exercise. Number 5. Surround yourself with people who support and love you. Self-love is only allowing people in your life that treat you with respect, support, and acceptance. So anyone that makes you feel drained or less about yourself, or regulate based on their emotions and having to give up your own needs and emotion, are not good for you. Find people that see the good in you, support your dreams and growth, and accept you for who you are. That is self-love. Number 6. Take care of your body. Your mind speaks to your body, and your body speaks to your mind. Yes, it's at least what the smart scientists are telling us, So move that body to keep it healthy. Running daily has been shown to be more effective than antidepressants. Treat your body like the temple. Take care of it. Notice your posture, how you're holding yourself. It affects your mood, your posture. We know chemicals in our brain change based on how we hold ourselves, So yeah, really pay present to how you are. We forget that throughout the day. Remember to smile to yourself. Try it. It feels good. Number 7, how you talk to yourself really matters. How come we have so much understanding and compassion for others, but often judge ourselves so much? I remember a time where I was really judgmental towards myself. And you know what, my friend, he said to me, would you speak that way to your own son? Would you speak that way to your best friend if they made a mistake? And I said, of course not. I would support them. And he said, then why are you not doing that towards yourself? And that reminded me of directing that compassion and empathy towards me. So it's time to start giving yourself that compassion. Yes, so you messed up on that presentation, If that was your best friend, like I said, or your child, would you speak to them in that messed up way and putting them down? I really hope not. Then do the same to yourself. Rather than say, I messed up and I will never get that promotion. What about saying to yourself, I did my best and I will learn to do better next time. I'm human and it's okay to mess up. Which one will make you feel better, do you think? I think you get the point. Now turn that compassion toward yourself, and when it's hard to think about how you would speak, to your best friend or your child, can be a really good reminder. So I use this all the time. So that's all the self-love from Sensenta today. If you like this video, like and subscribe below and share with friends and family. And also go to sensenta.com and check out the free webinar. It's fantastic, full of so many good tips to have a healthy, flourishing and loving relationship. Take care and see you at the next video.